Hi there, this is Toby Charles saying hello and welcome to the Haberland Stadium in Leverkusen for a tremendously important Bundesliga game between the home side Bayer Leverkusen and the team in all white there, the reigning West German champions Hamburg, who are also top of the table at the moment, but level on points with Bayern Munich and level on goal difference as well. Some of the 24,000 crowd, a capacity crowd, by the way. The Leverkusen ground, one of the smallest, if not the smallest, in the Bundesliga. That's the West German National League, of course. And also a very important game for Leverkusen. There's the Leverkusen team with Markel in goal, Postner, Demuth, Bruckmann, Gelsdorf, Hörster, Hermann, Klimka, Sesch, Eigel, and Dieter Herzog, the captain. The team's already kicked off, by the way. As you can see from the linesman running up and down there. Our cameraman obviously very interested in those fans. And there's the Hamburg team with Kargas in goal. Kaltz, Nogli, Jacobs, Buljan, Hieronymus, Keegan, Memering, Hrubesch, Magath, the captain, that's Felix Magath, and Willi Reimann. And what a difference between these two teams. Hamburg, the star-studded side with 9 internationals, past or present, that is, 7 West German, 1 English international, 1 Yugoslav international. And Bayer Leverkusen with just 1 international, and that was a long time ago. That's their captain, number 11, Dieter Herzog, who won his last cap way back in 1974. So, a team of the nameless against a team of the famous. But Leverkusen, here in their own Haberland Stadium, one of the most difficult teams to beat at home because they've only lost 1 game at home all season. They've beaten such teams as Bayern Munich rather here. And Bayern Munich, as I was saying, challenging Hamburg at the top of the table. Same number of points, same number of goal difference. So Hamburg must win here today. On the other hand, Leverkusen need at least 1 point if they're to make certain of avoiding relegation. Herzog, Magath, and Kevin Keegan playing in his last but 1 Bundesliga game because he'll be leaving Hamburg at the end of the season. Magath. As you can see, the pitch in excellent condition. That's Sesch. Through pass to Herzog, and it's in the net. It wasn't offside. 1-0. Bayer Leverkusen have gone into the lead through their captain, Dieter Herzog. Sesch, the pass through Buljan's legs. Herzog completely unmarked. Now, where was number 3, Peter Nogli, the man who should have been marking him? Dieter Herzog has put Bayer Leverkusen 1-0 up after only 3 minutes. Well, that's certainly a turn-up for the books. Let's see what the champions can do about that. There's Ivan Buljan. Nogli. Trying to make up for that mistake. Nogli again. And Markel. Hubert Markel, the second goalkeeper in Leverkusen's ranks. The regular goalkeeper, by the way, Fred Bockholt, is injured, which is quite a blow for the Leverkusen team in an important game like this one. And number 8, Peter Klimka, and number 9, Peter Sesch, were also doubtful right up until the kickoff. Chance here for Magath. Felix Magath. Recently been recalled to the West German national team squad. Klimke, number 8, and Sesh, number 9, were suffering from stomach complaints, but they both recovered in time for the kickoff. And there's Sesh on the ball now. Very powerful centre forward. Number 10 is Kurt Eigel. Interesting, he used to play for Hamburg a couple of seasons ago. Went to Darmstadt, and from Darmstadt to Leverkusen. It's going to be a corner for Bayer Leverkusen. Herzog with the cross. Kargas misjudging that one. Wasn't really necessary for him to leave his goal there. His defenders had that ball well covered. But anyway, an infringement, so it's going to be a free kick. Manny Kaltz. Magath. That's Hieronymus and Bullian. Well, Hamburg can't afford to waste passes like that. Oh, and Kevin Keegan almost nipping onto that one. And in a couple of days from now, that is in about, 4 days from now, Hamburg will be playing Nottingham Forest of England in the final of the European Champions Cup competition in Madrid. Now the whistle had gone, it was offside. But before that important game, Hamburg have got this important game, which they need to win. Bayern Munich, Hamburg's rivals, playing in Stuttgart today. That's not an easy game either. But of course, Hamburg can't rely on help from Stuttgart. They've got to make sure of getting 2 points here. But they don't look like doing that at the moment. They're a goal down. Magath. Whistle has gone. The referee, by the way, mustn't forget him, is Mr. Klajus from Karlsruhe. One of the newer Bundesliga referees. Kevin Keegan will be going back to England to play for the English First Division team, Southampton. You can hear those home fans shouting Bayer, Bayer, meaning Bayer Leverkusen, of course. Not to be confused with Bayern. That's Bayern Munich. Flag was up again, but that was very close. Klaus Bruckmann, the number 4, didn't look offside to me. There's Bruckmann. Hamburg a little lucky to get away with that decision. Nogli. It'll be interesting to see whether Hamburg can recover from that early shock. They certainly haven't settled down yet. Markel. What a fine save by the young Leverkusen keeper. Hubert Markel there. And Bayer come again. Again the flag was up for offside. And again it must have been very close. And this can be quite dangerous, Hamburg playing this offside trap. Foul on Keegan. Jacobs. Oh, just off target. That should have been in the net. Quick thinking by Kevin Keegan. First time free kick to Jacobs. He should have put that one away. Markle came off his line. Narrowed the angle. But Jacobs still should have put it into the back of the net. But there are no ifs and buts and stills in football. It's either in the net or it isn't, and that one wasn't. One of the Leverkusen players. I think it's Jürgen Gelsdorf, the centre-back. No, it's Dietmar de Muut, the man who has the job of marking Horst Rubesch, but he's okay. Dietmar de Muut, very powerful centre-back. That's Willibert Kramer on the left there, the Bayer Leverkusen coach. Kramer used to play for Duisburg. Was a pretty good utility player. And he's certainly a pretty good coach. He's taken Leverkusen from the second division into the Bundesliga. And he said his aim was to keep Leverkusen in the Bundesliga in their first season. Well, if they get a point here today, he's achieved that aim. It's a corner. And the fans from both sides now trying to shut each other down. Quite a large contingent of Hamburg fans here today. Rubesch was coming in at that near post. Bullion. Nogli. Good tackle by Mamering, perfectly fair. There's Keegan. That's a good ball. Mamering. That wasn't such a good ball. Close up there of Horst Rubesch and Dietmar de Muut, the man marking him, Jacobs. Ball hitting the post and staying in play. Kautz. Jacobs again. And Leverkusen now under a lot of pressure. Kautz. Pulls it back well, and Markle. Bullion. No, that was a foul. Caught Eigel there. Went over the top. Free kick to Hamburg. Kasper Mamering, the number 8 there, ex-West German international midfield player. Hieronymus. One of the new finds of the season, one of the new discoveries. And Keegan going in there. That was a foul as well by Kevin Keegan. But a foul given before that. Must have been an offence by a Leverkusen player before that. At least Mr. Klius, the referee, thinks so. And the referee wants the wall back. Oh, fine save by Markle. Tremendous free kick. I think it was Mamering. A fine save by Markle. Play on, says the linesman. Jacobs. It's all Hamburg at the moment. Mamering. Kasper Mamering. It's in the net. Fine individual effort by Mamering. 1-1. Demut complaining to the referee that Mamering did a bit of elbowing. There's Mamering. Going right through on his own. Well, he certainly didn't have to do any elbowing. He managed to run past everybody. 1-1 the score. Look at the Hamburg fans. They're delighted. Now it's the turn of the Hamburg fans to start shouting. And I've just heard that in Stuttgart there's no score. It's Stuttgart 0, Bayern Munich 0. Korteigel with the throw-in. Oh, it's a foul. A little bit of pushing there by Jacobs. Brookman. That's Herzog, who scored Leverkusen's goal. Oh, and that wasn't far off target. Again, Hamburg in defence, looking very open indeed. Keegan. Nogli normally plays as a central defender, but because of the injury to Peter Hidian, Nogli playing in the left-back position and not looking very happy there. Bullion. Keegan getting up there well. There's the Mighty Mouse himself, Kevin Keegan. In his third and final season with Hamburg. Joined the club together with that man who just passed the ball, Ivan Bullion. There's Keegan again. Keegan being marked by the number 7, Peter Hermann. Everywhere Keegan goes, Hermann is going with him. Nogli. Foul by Jacobs. On Tsesh. Game going on. Jacobs. All the Hamburg defenders, or most of the time anyway, spending more time in Leverkusen's half than they are in their own. It's 1-1 now, but 1-1, not enough for Hamburg. Counts. There's Keegan. Kevin Keegan, so strong on the ball. Hieronymus. Nogli. Pulling it away from the keeper. Kevin Keegan going up there. The foul, says the referee. A little bit of pushing beforehand. Horst Rubesch, the tall centre forward. He's got 20 league goals this season. Galesdorf. Dieter Herzog. Losing out this time. Keegan coming from the back. Mamering unmarked for a change. And Markle just getting his fingertips to the ball. Hieronymus, he overdid it. I thought it was over the line there, but the linesman didn't, so play's going on. And that's a corner. Leverkusen now looking a little bit nervous under pressure. Number 6 there, Thomas Hörster, young player. Dieter Herzog, the captain, the man who got Leverkusen's goal. Herzog, 33 years of age, very experienced player, of course. Used to be with Fortuna Düsseldorf. Jacobs. Keegan trying to get through there. And from the reaction of the crowd, you can tell that the foul, the free kick, has been given against Leverkusen. And I think correctly for obstruction, actually, on Kevin Keegan. Naturally, the Leverkusen fans don't agree with me. And as do the Leverkusen players. Number 5 there, Jürgen Galesdorf, getting very upset. He'd better watch it, otherwise he'll get the yellow card. So this free kick in the perfect position. There's Willy Ryman, Rubesch, he's just leaving the scene. Magath, Keegan. Shot blocked. The Kevin Keegan shot deflected. And it's a corner. Of course, most football fans are nearly always a little one-sided, a little bit biased. Well, Hubert Markle didn't have to worry much about that one. That shot from Manny Kelts. Bullion. Nogli. One Bullion, very lucky to get away with that, fell over the ball. Herzog. And Kargas and Counts. Appeals for a penalty there. But certainly not one. Rudy Kargas obviously hurt himself a little bit. Peter Nogli. What a bad one that was. Nogli, 33 years of age. Marking a man, that's Dieter Herzog, who's also 33. And coming off second best at the moment. Posner. That's Herman. Pulls it back well. Herman beats Keegan. Foul by Keegan. Dieter Herzog is going to take this free kick. He's got Maimeren standing, I think, a little bit too close to the ball. Herzog. What a chance here. Fine save by Cargas, another one. Well, it's not often that the Hamburg defence are under pressure, but when they are, they look very nervous indeed. That's Jacobs. Buljan. Bad one again by the Yugoslav international. He's not having one of his best games. Peter Hermann. That was a foul by Jacobs. He knew that Herzog was going past him. Kurt Eigel with the ball. A tall figure of Jürgen Gelsdorf, number 5, coming up there. Is Eigel going to have a go? It certainly wasn't much of one. Gelsdorf. Leverkusen coming back at Hamburg now. Kaltz beats Herster. That's an old trick, he won't get away with that one. Postner. Hermann. Herster, it must be! Yes, it is! Herster has made it 2-1. Well, have you ever seen anything as cool as that? Young Thomas Herster, taking all the time in the world, picking his spot, and making it 2-1 for Bayer Leverkusen. Well, what a surprise that is. Willibert Kramer must be a very happy man, the Bayer coach. Hamburg were applying so much pressure. Dietmar Demuth there is wearing a bandage after bumping into Horst Rubesch. You can see the cut over Horst Rubesch's eye, which isn't too bad, but Dietmar Demuth, the number 3 in the Leverkusen side, took a nasty blow on the head, nasty cut. And he's wearing a special bandage on his head now. Brookman. There goes Herzog again. And Nogli nowhere near him. That was Ivan Buljan who had to come across and cover. But where was Peter Nogli again? Well, there he is in the middle of the field. But not with his man. Sesh. Nigel got Sesh outside him. Oh, the pass should have come. Eigel should have switched it back outside to Sesh, and Hamburg would have been in trouble again. Rudi Kargas, who hasn't had much to do. In fact, practically every time the ball has gone towards goal, it's gone into the net. Which is not Kargas' fault. It's the fault of the people in front of him. And the half-time whistle will go any moment now. Nogli. Yes, there it is. Half-time here in the Haberland Stadium in Leverkusen with the score Bayer Leverkusen 2, Hamburg 1. And what a turn-up for the books that is.
Nostalgic trend among auto fans, more and more of whom are going in for the cars of the past, which they buy or swap or reconstruct, and even take part in international old-timer rallies. The large crowds only go to prove how popular these exotic-looking cars of Grandfather's Day are. In assessing the value of the veterans, considerable expert knowledge is often evident. Here, a 1927 Talbot and a 72-year-old racing car from France. It's a hobby that calls for a great deal of time, work and dedication, and of course a lot of money too. Covered with rust, the ancient vehicles first have to be dismantled. As for spares, they've long since been unobtainable, so it's simpler to make them by hand. Technical literature is often difficult to come by, according to a small group of German old-timer fans who make their living in such varied jobs as biologists, computer workers, or decorators. In spare time work, it could take them up to 6 years to get an old car ready for the road again. And yet, not one of them, they're proud to say, is an auto mechanic by trade. The speeds of 15, 20 or 25 miles per hour give the owner a good chance to show off his old-timer. In any case, they're likely to be around for a long time, these mobile museum pieces of a past age. In fact, today, age has a high market value, so the future of these old cars is assured. Undeterred by rain and low temperatures, a crowd of 250,000 people turn out to watch a spectacle which these days is rare indeed. Parade of the Windjammers in Kiel Bay, where in 1972 the Olympic sailing events took place. It had been preceded by days of friendly encounter along the coast. The North Germans on land and sea answered the call to meet the sailors, some 2,000 yachtsmen with their 90 large and small sailing boats from all over the world. With the wind stern at force 8, the star boats, namely the Windjammers, are soon under full sail. Heading the armada is the German training ship, the Gorsch Fock. Even today, experienced seamen swear by training on the descendants of the old Windjammers. At the beginning of the present century, 3,500 of them were still sailing to the remotest corners of the globe. On such ships, there's little that can be done single-handed. So team spirit, self-discipline and tolerance are essential moral factors on board. On the much-admired Soviet Krusenstern, the world's largest sailing ship still in service, 260 sailors have to handle 3,400 square meters of sail. Some call it the romance of the sea, but the sailors themselves say it's only romantic when they have time to think about it, and that's not very often.
The second half here in the Haberland Stadium of the Bundesliga game between Bayer Leverkusen and Hamburg has just started, and a free kick for Leverkusen. And the man you could see just there in the white dress of Hamburg, wearing the number 15 shirt, is Jimmy Hartwig, West German international, who's come on in place of Holger Hieronymus. Hartwig, who's been out of the game for a long time, over a month, because of injury. Branko Cebic, that is Hamburg's Yugoslav coach, didn't want to use Hartwig today. But he's decided now, in the dressing rooms at half-time, that he's going to have to make a substitution. He's got to apply more pressure on the Leverkusen defence. And Jimmy Hartwig is a fine attacking midfield player. Good in the air. He's got a powerful shot as well. And Hamburg are going to need that kind of player. Peter Hermann, look at him go. Nogli can't go with him. Oh, right across the face of the goal. Just past that far post. That was a let-off for Hamburg there. Jacobs. Again, too slow. The Hamburg players not reacting quick enough. It's almost as if some of them are already thinking ahead to next Wednesday's European Cup final against Nottingham Forest. Ivan Buljan. There's Demut with the head bandage. Well, that was a bit of a let-off for Leverkusen because Markel was right out of his goal, as you could see. Oh, chance here, and Buljan too hesitant. Should have hit it first time. Galesdorf pushing a little bit, the use of the elbow. The referee saying, let's have you back the required distance. Keegan and Markel. Hubert Markel didn't have much time to see that shot. Luckily it was straight at him. Sesh. Well intended, just a little bit too far ahead. Kevin Keegan. Got the pass in well to Ryman. Too many defenders there. Heigl. Nogli. Oh, what a good effort by Nogli. Magath. Leverkusen certainly marking very tightly indeed. Well intended also by Magath, but nobody reading it, nobody running onto it. Jacobs beaten there by Zesch. Brookman. Free kick. Dieter Herzog and Gelsdorf. Klimke's there. Bruckmann's there. Keegan too close to the ball, says the referee. Gelsdorf. Roar going up from the crowd, but it was a bit off target, actually. Here's that scene again, a bit further than it looks. At least 2 or 3 meters past the post. Jacobs again looking slow and clumsy, like so many of this Hamburg team, especially in defense. Gelsdorf. Sesh. Gelsdorf. Jimmy Hartwig saving the day for Hamburg. Korteigel. Kargas reading it very quickly, coming off his line. Magath. It's a good ball. Gives Nogli room. Keegan trying to get in there. Appeals for a penalty. I hope you recognised that gesture there from Keegan. Wasn't a very polite one. It's obvious that the referee didn't recognise it, otherwise Keegan would have been shown the yellow card. Herzog going right through on his own. Klimke. Sesh. Whistle has gone. Offside. Keegan. And Bayer Leverkusen now looking the better of the two teams. There's no doubt at all about that. Postner. Well, what a let-off for Hamburg. That could have been 3-1. Walter Postner there, coming upfield very quickly, saying, how did I miss it? The lob was the correct thing to do, just a little bit too high. Keegan. And my producer has just told me that Bayern Munich are leading Stuttgart in Stuttgart by 2-0. Well, that could mean the championship for them. Although, of course, there's still one more game to go. But both Hamburg and Bayern are at home in those games. Hamburg against Schalke, Bayern against bottom-of-the-table Brunswick. So Hamburg, and I'm sure Branko Cebic will have heard that score as well, really have to get back into this game now. Good effort there by Magath on the turn. Of course, those kind of shots so difficult to control. Felix Magath, the number 10, a very different player since he's taken over the captaincy from Peter Nogli. He's improved a tremendous amount in the last 3 or 4 months. with the result that he's been recalled to the West German national squad. Keegan. Keegan getting up there tremendously. Jimmy Hartwig. Ryman putting it back. Keegan! Oh, just wide of that far post. Brilliant glancing header by Kevin Keegan. Watch it again. Ryman pulling it back. In goes Keegan, getting up tremendously. I thought it was in. So did all the Hamburg players. Just wide of the post by Kevin Keegan. Well, that was a let-off for Leverkusen. But Hamburg can't really complain. They've had a couple of let-offs themselves. Keegan and Herman. Magath can get to it. No, he can't. A few of the Alsatian dogs, they're trying to get in on the act. Hubert Markel, Leverkusen's #2 keeper, who's really had a fine match. And he's been shown the yellow card. I'm not quite sure what for. Oh, ho, ho. That's the second yellow card. The referee really starting to take action now. Leverkusen fans not too happy about that. I think it was Galesdorf who got the other yellow card. Jacobs. Magath. What's a foul? Number 14, by the way, is Matthias Brücken, who's come on in place of Peter Zesch. Brücken, like Zesch, also a striker. The big boot of Dietmar Demuth. Hamburg have also brought on another substitute, by the way. Hans-Jürgen Malewski, number 12, has come on in place of Kasper Memering, number 8. Kautz. Reimann. Thomas Hörster got that second goal for Leverkusen. Osrubisch. The West German international centre forward has been marked very tightly indeed by Dietmar Demuth. He doesn't seem to be handicapped by that bandage on his head. Keegan getting up well again. Markel again palming it away. Hartwig. Chancey for Ryman. Markle. Counts. Gets a corner. The ball going off Herzog. Rubesch, Demut. Counts. Foul by Eigel on Counts. And Rubesch still lying on the ground there. Obviously in a lot of pain. So too is Demut. And foul by Eigel on Manny Counts. There's Dietmar Demut. He's already got a bandaged head. And Rubesch obviously in a lot of pain there. Branko Cebec, Hamburg's Yugoslav coach, and Horst Rubesch, as you can see now, being carried off. Which means that Hamburg have to finish the game with 10 men, because don't forget, they've used both their substitutes. Well, what a tragedy this is for the champions. Let's hope the injury is not too serious, because in only a couple of days from now, Hamburg have to play against Nottingham Forest of England in the final of the European Champions Cup competition. And without Horst Rubesch, that would be a real setback. So Hamburg now with 10 men for these last few minutes. Magath. There's the corner. Bullion was up there for that one. Number 14, as I was saying, Matthias Brücken came on after 65 minutes. There's the Leverkusen team bench, second from the camera, Willibert Kramer, the Leverkusen coach. And with only 2 minutes remaining in Stuttgart, the score there is Stuttgart 1, Bayern Munich 3. So it's obvious that Bayern are going to win that one. Here it's Bayer Leverkusen 2, Hamburg 1. Just about 2 minutes left to play. Counts. Leverkusen on the break now. Brücken. Good ball to Dieter Herzog. Herzog. Brücken. Gets the shot in. Oh, and the head there of Peter Nogli, just putting it wide. Corner to Leverkusen. Dieter Herzog. Offside. Kevin Keegan in the dying seconds of this game. In fact, I make it that we're already at injury time. The Leverkusen fans think so as well. Is this going to be a memorable victory for Leverkusen? A victory which will guarantee them a place in the Bundesliga for another year. And a victory which could ruin Hamburg's championship hopes. In fact, probably will do now. That's it. It's all over. And Bayer Leverkusen have beaten Hamburg by 2-1, which could mean the end of the championship road for Hamburg.
Now, a complete detailed game program is now available to all you viewers of Soccer Made in Germany.